up everybody, and welcome to another video. It is getting close to hiking season, so today we're going over hiking boots. Okay everybody, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. A hefty amount of my views come from people who are not actually subscribed. So if you find value in today's video, or you just like the video itself, please consider subscribing. It would really help the channel grow, and I would love for you to join the Freaky Tall family. This time of year, it is August, almost September. This is the time of year where it starts to become more comfortable to hike. It is not terribly hot everywhere, although in Texas it is miserable right now. A couple weeks ago, I reviewed a sleeping bag. Not applicable in Texas right now. However, it will be great as we proceed through the fall months, getting close to winter. The boots I have today are these. These are the Keen Targhee, I think it's Targhee 3s. These are waterproof hiking boots that I came across that are in a Bigfoot size. As you can probably tell from these boots, they are worn in. These are not brand new. I got them about a year ago before I took my trip to Oregon. I needed to have a comfortable hiking boot, and when you start looking for hiking shoes for bigger feet, the price kind of gets up there. So I like to do some digging around online and see, before I go off and spend $150 on a pair of boots, what is gonna be the best bang for the buck? What's gonna keep my feet dry? What's gonna keep them safe and so I don't have to worry about my ankles twisting? And I think these are the ones. Keen is a very well-known brand for hiking shoes, and I narrowed it down to these for a couple of different reasons that I'll dive into in just a little bit. But for starters, these retail about $150. Right now, you can find them on twobigfeet.com for about $149.95, approximately. My shoe size ranges from about 17 to 18. The 17s just happen to be what they max out at, but they happen to fit me really well. So for those of you with bigger feet, I'm sorry, these might not be the best for you. However, I will continue to search and I will find something for bigger feet. For the majority of people with larger feet, these are gonna be a great option for you. In addition to size 17, these are also a medium width. So if you have really wide paddle feet, these may not be the best fit for you. However, I feel like I have a good amount of room because my feet are like right in the middle. They're not super wide, but they're not thin, and they fit in these very, very comfortably. Now, one of the reasons I targeted these specifically is this high top right here. My ankles twist like that. So I gotta have something when I'm hiking that can protect my foot at all times. Now, before going to Oregon, I was on the market for a waterproof hiking shoe. These are waterproof. However, I found their Achilles heel, no pun intended. These shoes are very waterproof, up until about right there. And I found out the hard way when we dropped our keys in a pond in Oregon and had to go down there and get it, and my foot slipped in the water.
Does crash and fall?
No.
You done it, son?
So once the water gets over the top, yeah, your socks are getting wet, which is one of my biggest pet peeves. However, until that point, they are pretty much completely sealed and you're not getting any kind of moisture in them. One thing that's not great about waterproof shoes is that they don't really allow any kind of breathability for your feet. So what Keen did with these is they have a material in here that helps fight against odors. However, you're still gonna wanna air these bad boys out when you're done hiking. This is a very thick, durable leather. When you feel this shoe, I don't know if you ever squeeze your shoes like this, but you should definitely try it. It feels really, really tough and rugged and durable, and that's what you really need from something like this. If you're gonna be putting a 14-hour hike on these things, you gotta make sure they're gonna last, and I do get the sense that these will. I've taken them on shorter hikes, but I know just from those experiences, I'm gonna be able to hike for a while on these. They do have a protected toe right here. It is not steel toe, it is a rubber toe. However, it's pretty thick rubber, so it's gonna handle anything that you might kick by accident, and it's not gonna hurt your toes at all. These boots also have 4mm multi-directional lugs for traction support. You see how they're like going all over the place in different directions? That's so you don't slip all over the place and you have grip no matter where you step. The bottom of these is a nice thick rubber. These are gonna take a beating. I've already got some scratches on there and they're not the cleanest right now. I tried to clean them off as best as I could, but it is what it is. But you can see some scratches on there after a couple of hikes. They already have, you know, taken a little bit of a beating, like some of the rubber right there is torn up. It's not anything that's gonna hurt the integrity of the shoe or your traction or cause you to lose it to not be waterproof. But also I was on some pretty rugged terrain whenever I was hiking in these, and they didn't really take a lot of damage from using them. So pretty solid hiking boots if you ask me. And I think they look pretty good. I mean, that's a good looking shoe. right? Like I said, $150 for these things. They are a lifesaver if you need to go anywhere. They got those big old finger loops so you can put your big old boats in there. They have a reflective material in the back of your shoes, also down the tongue. These little thingies, I don't know what you call them, but it's where you loop your shoe lace into to help tighten it against your ankle. Those are a nice thick metal. Those aren't going anywhere, so you don't have to worry about them snapping or breaking or anything like that. And you know, one thing that I really like about these, they're not overly heavy. I mean, you would think for a shoe of this size with this much rubber on it and this much material on it that it would be very heavy and a pain to actually walk a long distance in, but these are not bad. They're very, very light, and I think that's important whenever you're gonna be hiking a long time. Now, let's make sure that your feet can fit inside of them. Front to back, 14 inches long. Pretty much all my shoes are 14 inches long, whether they're 17s or 18s, 14 inches long seems to be what I wear. On the outside width, at the ball of your feet, you're looking at 5.5 inches. So hopefully that can help you tell if your feet are gonna be too wide for these. But I also wanna do the inside so you can really see if they're gonna fit. It's not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. So on the inside of the shoe, about 13 inches of room long ways. At the heel, it's about 3.5 inches in width. And at the ball of the foot on the inside here, it's about 5 inches in width. So that should hopefully give you a pretty good idea of if the 17s will fit you or not. But on twobigfeet.com, they can actually come in 14, 15, 16, and size 17. So this is unique because normally I review brand new products, but I've already had a chance to really use these and see if they work. So I can give you a very accurate opinion on if they're worth the money or not. So do the Keen Targhee 3s get the freaky tall stamp of approval? Yes, they definitely do. These are great if you're gonna be hiking this year. If you're going hunting or hiking, or you just need to be outside and you need to have a rugged pair of footwear, this is gonna be what you need to wear. I highly recommend these. I think they're definitely worth purchasing and picking up for your shoe wardrobe. Is there a name for a shoe wardrobe? I don't know. There should be though. That's it, my friends. That was a quick review on a pair of hiking boots that I think are fantastic. I definitely think you should check them out yourself. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I love having you here, and I really appreciate that you're willing to take that time out of your day to spend with me. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I would love to have you. I will give sneak peeks of the week's video coming up, and I'll also just take pictures of kind of what it's like in a day in the life of a big and tall person. Also, if you found value in today's video, I would love if you would consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and hitting the little notification icon. That way you see when I come out with a video every week. If there are any big and tall products that you'd like for me to review, leave a comment below and I'll check it out. Also, if there are products that are not meant for big and tall people, but you're curious if they can still work for you, please leave a comment below and I'll check that out as well. As always, it's an absolute pleasure having you here with me today. Again, I'm Corey from Freaky Tall Reviews. We'll see you next time.